Oh, come on.
Jacob. Jacob with a C, right?
Yes, with a C.
Jacob with a C is looking for a second date update this morning with Kelsey. Good morning, Jacob.
Hey, good morning, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
So tell us about Kelsey. How'd you two meet and how'd that first date go?
Okay, well, we met at a Reds game. We kind of hit it off there. I got her number and made plans to have dinner a few days later. We met up for dinner. It was great. Sort of kind of felt that spark. She's so nice and just I could tell that we were into each other. We, laughed a lot. She was always smiling. She's making cute little jokes. And, it was just refreshing. I mean, I've been out with so many quasi-Karens, if you will.
Okay.
They're all you hear is them complaining or about to be comparing things and just never happy or satisfied and just kind of, I don't mean to be blunt, but just kind of rude and bitchy, if you know what I mean.
That's been your experience dating in the past?
That's been my experience dating in the past. And in this case, we just had such a wonderful time. She didn't have anything bad to say about anything. I mean, I can only imagine what it must take to get her to have something negative to say. I mean, it was great.
Just a bright, sunny, positive person.
Yeah, everything about it just sort of screamed this could be my next long-term relationship, and I was just really excited about it.
That's awesome. That's great. Were any of those other women actually named Karen?
No, unfortunately not.
Because the Karens in my life, and I have a few, are all lovely. None of them are like you described.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think now, especially because the name is associated, it makes them even extra nice.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Life is tough for a Karen.
It is. I feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine there's too many being born these days.
Right, probably.
But no, it was such a great time, like I said, and then now I'm just kind of bummed. I haven't heard from her since, and, we had just a very, nice date, nothing, no funny business or anything like that, and, she thanked me for a fun night, and I told her I'd call her later, and she said that'd be great, and now absolutely nothing.
That'd be great. That's a direct quote right there. I'm writing that down. That'd be great.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Nothing vague about that.
How did she say it? That'd be
great.
great.
Not sarcastically. Sincerely. Like I said, she's just a wonderfully sweet and kind and down to earth person. I can't tell you how much I was looking forward to our next date halfway through our first.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. You meet someone like that. That's a girl you want to marry, right there.
Yeah, the kind. The sweet.
All of it, yeah. Because you had the laughter. She was smiling. There were jokes. You found her refreshing, bright, sunny, sweet, kind, down to earth. Come on.
What more do you want from a woman?
You're like, and I'm considering her as my next relationship. I'm like, dude, marry her. I don't know.
Yeah, but I can totally see it.
Especially given how hard that has been for you to find, right?
Yeah, I haven't come across someone this genuine and nice and forever.
Yeah.
I'm going to add genuine to that list.
Yep, throw that on there too.
Okay.
Yeah, I think most of us by this point are a little bit jaded, and it comes across even when you're not mean to, and she was just nothing but nice and considerate and funny and cute and just all the things, like you said.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to make it my personal life mission to get you two together. So, Jacob, you hang on. When we come back, we're going to call Kelsey and see what's going on with her and what it's going to take to get her to go out with you again. I hope it's nothing against you. Maybe she just got super busy or she had to go on a business trip or something. Or...
I hope it's nothing about me. I hope that there's just some logical explanation and it's not me.
Yeah, I have a dear friend who I love very much and I don't speak to very often. But on rare occasions, like on her birthday, I'll send her a text wishing her a happy birthday. And I will hear back from her maybe in a month and a half, and she's answering me as if I just texted her 5 minutes ago. You know? Like, don't send her a question about anything important. It's not just
and you'll
me.
get the answer, and you won't remember the question and have to scroll.
I have to scroll
see
back.
what-
Right. And it's not just me. She does that with everybody. That's just who she is.
That's
She's in a
just how
different
she
planet.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping it's just that, like, she kind of felt the same way and is, like, a little scared to go back out right away.
Right.
And so, you know, I hope it's nothing to do with me other than that, so.
All right. Well, we'll find out when we come back. The story of Jacob and Kelsey on Second Date Update as we continue next on Cincinnati's Q102.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Summer is the best time to replace your windows. No one wants to do it when it's 10 degrees outside. My guys at Universal Windows Direct will get it done quickly. And then when old man winter comes calling, you're going to be ready to go. 513-755-1800.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Kind of sounds like Jacob hit the lottery here with Kelsey
Yeah.
because he's at the Reds game and he meets her at the Reds. What, was she just sitting near you guys or something? Or you met her in the beer line? How did that come about?
Yeah, well, we were both in the same section, and then we started chatting when we got in line at the beer line, actually. And you know how those move, so we had a chance
Yeah.
Yeah.
to chat, and then I was helping her with her beers, and she was there with her friend, and so we started chatting, and then I just asked her if I could get her number, and kind of just hit it off from there.
All right. Way to take advantage of the opportunity. That's good work right there. Mm-hmm. So they made dinner plans. And that was great. He said he definitely felt a spark, and he was talking about how nice she is, how sweet and kind and refreshing she is. Seems very positive, very down to earth, genuine. I can't read my own handwriting. It begins. Considerate, cute. Yeah. And
Lots of good things here.
so as you guys are getting to know each other over dinner, you said there was a lot of laughter. She's obviously got a great sense of humor because you guys were joking around. And
Yeah, and she reached out, like, grabbed my hand at one point. I mean, it was like all the signs were there.
yeah.
And like I said, her being so genuine, when she said great, when I said about getting back together again soon, I just have to assume something must have come up, or
Yeah, the quote I have is, that'd be great. When you said, let's get together again soon, and she said, that'd be great, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, we got to get you two together. I like this girl. I haven't even met her or talked to her, and I already like her.
Jeff wants to marry her.
I think she may be the one.
I'm telling you, if you met her, you like her. I mean, she's just got that amazing personality.
Okay, you ready to call her? Let's see what's going on.
Thanks so much. I'm a bit nervous.
I am too, kind of.
Well, that doesn't make me feel any better.
Stop.
But we'll get to the bottom of this. We'll figure this out. We're calling Kelsey.
Hello?
Hello, is this Kelsey?
Yes, this is Kelsey. Who's this?
It's Jeff and Jenn at Q102. How are you this morning?
Jeff and Jenn? What? Oh, wow. Is this really happening?
Yeah, Tim's here. We got you
Good
on
morning.
speakerphone. How are you?
Hi.
Oh, my gosh. I'm such a huge fan.
Oh, we appreciate that. Thank you.
So why are you calling?
Well, we were talking to someone who was just gushing about you. Like, what a cool person you are, your great sense of humor, that you're just refreshing and sweet and kind and considerate and cute and down to earth. And we all just kind of wanted to meet you.
Wow. Who said all these things about me?
So you remember having dinner with Jacob, the guy you met at the Reds game?
Yes, Jacob. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we were talking to him, and he told us about your dinner, and I don't know, you made an impression on this guy.
Big.
And he felt like there might have been a spark between you two. Now, I don't know if he's got it right or wrong, or maybe if he was reading in, but you just sound so lovely, and the date sounded like it was a ton of fun. I don't know. Is there any chance of you two getting together again anytime soon?
Oh, wow. Okay. I don't want to be mean. Like, I'm a really nice person, I swear. And
heard.
he was, and I am. But there was just this one thing that kind of made me think that he might kind of be the type of guy that gets really serious really fast.
Okay.
And I'm more of like a slow and easy kind of girl.
Okay, so can you give us an example?
Yeah, of course. So we were at dinner and the conversation was good. I thought he was really funny and charming, and I could tell that he's like into me for sure. And we were talking about where we like to go on vacation. I told him I love to go to like tropical like vacations like Jamaica and Puerto Rico. And he tells me he wants to show me a video. So he gets out his phone and shows me this video of this guy proposing to his girlfriend under a waterfall in Hawaii. And he says, that's going to be us someday. I will propose to you under a waterfall. And I just like laughed it off and said something like, oh, I'm sure that would be a very romantic proposal or something like that. Like, I mean, like, I don't know what you say to that.
Yeah.
That's a little soon to talk about how you're going to ask me to marry you.
Can I say something?
By the way, Kelsey, Jacob is on the line here. He's
Yeah, waiting.
Oh,
sorry, I should have said
I
something.
didn't want to interrupt, but like I feel so bad. Like I didn't mean like we're gonna get married or like engaged. I was just trying to let you know that I'm romantic and that, you know, I didn't mean it to come across like, you know, let's get married now. I mean, I just thought it was like great, and I just could see that there's like potential there. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. I just think that there's just tons of potential, and I just wanted you to know that, you know, I was feeling it too.
right. And, you know, I was feeling it as well. I just think you should have, like, left that part out. Like, it was a little too much for me, especially for the first date.
Well, and in Jacob's defense, after all of the words he used to describe you, I was like, dude, you do have to marry this chick.
Yeah,
Like,
that was kind of funny. Like, Jeff was really pushing it. So I think that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like get down on one knee or anything. I was just like saying it, and I said it kind of jokingly, but like I said, I could see that there's like potential there with you, and I guess I put my foot in my mouth.
Kelsey, could you accept that this is just one of those moments where nice guys do stupid stuff? Because it happens. It's part of the male DNA.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting
Yeah.
here, I'm listening to him talk about how cool you are and how considerate and compassionate and nice and sweet and down to earth you seem, and what a refreshing change that's been from other people who he's dated in the past. So I can see how that thought entered his head.
Yeah, he was probably thinking this is wife material.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like I could promise not to bring up marriage again for a while, I guess. I don't know.
Like a few weeks or something.
Give it at least, give it a rule of Fran, give it 2 more dates and then call it at that point. If
I
he's
was
not
going to
working.
wait till
Yeah.
after the check came. No, I didn't mean to like freak you out. Like, it's just awesome. It was just such a coincidence and so random that we met. And I didn't want you to, you know, just think I was just like everybody else. So
I also
You
see
know,
Kelsey's side of it too, because Kelsey's like, okay, everything, like he's a nice guy, he's a good looking dude. I just want to make sure I'm not getting into something super intense, super fast. You know what I mean?
And I see where you're coming from, but it was just like a little too much for me, and it was a bit of a turnoff, just the fact that you were like willing to jump into that comment so early. I don't know, it just kind of like put me off a little bit.
Well, does that mean you would not consider a second date, or?
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to pass on the second date.
Jeff's devastated.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed a little.
I am too.
Are you sure? I mean, do you have something else going on?
It's okay if
No,
you do,
it's
just be honest.
It's just I feel like, I don't know, that it was just moving a little too fast, and I don't know. I feel like we weren't really on the same page. So it's a no for me.
Well, you see what happens now is that fire's already been lit. He's done a big one. He dropped a big bomb. So now she's going to be hypersensitive to everything that he says. And he's going to be probably doing a lot of self-editing, trying not to say anything that would freak her out. I can see how it would be awkward.
It becomes a vicious cycle.
Yes.
Oh man, I gotta delete this video off my phone. Like I was just showing you how my buddy got engaged, and like it just came out of my mouth. Like I understand where you're coming from, and I get it. Like you're an awesome person, and someone's gonna be lucky to meet you. And
Proposed to you under a waterfall.
Yeah.
if that happens, I know she'll think of me though. At least.
That's funny.
That's probably true.
Right. All right.
All right.
Could've
Well,
been
darn it.
me.
Yeah, thank you, Kelsey, for taking the call. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Jacob, I respect you for putting yourself out there, man.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess, when a date's going so well, you just got to watch yourself.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel you, though. It hurts. I feel your pain.
Yeah, back to Karen. Here I come.
There you go.
Good luck, Jacob.
Thanks.
All right. You need our help with a second date update. Send us an email, Jeff and Jen at WKRQ.com.
Coming up, your shot at $1,000. The 1K letter of the day.